RNC spokesperson Lindsay Walters with me now. Lindsay, welcome back to the program. What comes next?
It's great to be with you this evening. What comes next is we focus on unifying behind our likely presumptive nominee. As you've seen in the last 24 hours, there has been a turn in events in this primary. We thought we were going to June 7th to solidify who our presumptive nominee would be, if not to an open convention. And we saw today with Kasich suspending his campaign that Donald Trump will be our likely nominee, and that it's time for the party to unify behind Donald Trump.
So earlier today, he actually spoke about that theme on the Today Show. Here's the comment.
Are you fully confident, Mr. Trump, that you can unite the Republican Party behind you?
I am confident that I can unite much of it. Some of it I don't want. I mean, there were statements made about me that those people can go away and maybe come back in 8 years after we serve 2 terms. But honestly, there are some people I really don't want. I don't think it's necessary. People will be voting for me. They're not voting for the party. And I think we're going to do really well against Hillary.
So, Lindsay, more than 1,000 delegates, that is what Donald Trump earned on his own. Did he just seem inevitable to the party?
Why Senator Cruz and Governor Kasich suspended their campaigns, you would have to ask them. Each campaign and candidate has their own strategy. Mathematically, Donald Trump was on his way to getting 1237 bound delegates. That'll still come on June 7th. Between now and June 7th, he will come out of June 7th with 1237 bound, and we'll go into Cleveland with a presumptive nominee.
So what does it mean? And you probably just heard my conversation with my colleague, Charlie Gasparino, a former senator from Massachusetts, Scott Brown. Does the RNC's official backing make it easier for Donald Trump to get hold of funds and to fight if it ends up being Hillary Clinton? Most people assume it will be in the general.
The RNC has in place the largest and greatest ground game that it has ever had in the history of the party, as well as a voter turnout operation and a data operation. And the nominee will take on that. We will absorb them. They will gain these resources, and these are resources that weren't here in 2012. We didn't have the operation that we do now, and these will obviously play a tremendous role in helping the nominee go on and beat Hillary Clinton and elect a Republican back to the White House.
So, Lindsay, let me ask you, some senators, I have to bring this in, Senator Ben Sasse of Nebraska, he says he doesn't care that Donald Trump is the presumptive nominee. He's not going to vote for him. I don't know exactly what his plans are. But how are you handling members of the party who are still resistant?
The party is obviously bruised right now. We went from 17 candidates to 1, and our nominee may not be some people's first pick, second pick, or third pick, but we are going to unify because the larger task ahead is beating Hillary Clinton, and Hillary Clinton is going to be the unifying factor that we can't afford another 4 years of the failed Obama policies or the status quo, and that's what Hillary Clinton is going to offer. And Hillary Clinton is not only will she be if she is the president this go-around, would it be affected for the next 4 years? But she could change for the next decade to come, and we can't afford that. So it's about having a Republican back in the White House, and I think you will see the party unify around that larger end goal.
And I'm assuming a lot of the infrastructure, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Ohio, these key swing states that are so important for a national election. Lindsay Walters, thank you so much. RNC national spokesperson with me there.